Oh, my friends. Woo!
Wow.
That was a banger. I don't give a shit if you're 15 or 50. That would have filled the club in any time frame. And I'm not gonna try to brag there, but that was all done by me, God damn it. How lucky
I
could I
gotta
be?
wow, I gotta tell you, Honk, you are really crushing it. Damn.
I'm coming right along with this Evu Mux, as they say it, or whatever the fuck how you pronounce it. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for turning in this evening, turning out. We're
Whatever.
rocking it. We're rocking it. We're rolling it, and whatever the fuck old Kazra would say. Thank you for all showing up. I got to tell you guys, a lot of strange things happened in the old Dabbleverse today in our show. I don't know if it's going to be as long as we'd like it to be, and that's just because of some unforeseen circumstances. But we're going to definitely go for what we can, and we are going to be doing the death pool, and yeah, perhaps we'll get some egg talk in there later, eventually too. As usual, my number one co-host, my main man from Amsterdam, Ingwe Malmstream. Malmstream, how you doing tonight, brother?
I'm just absolutely floored by how far you've come in your technical prowess, there, Honk. I am blown away. That was the best intro. I was grooving to the music. The picks are great. Everything about it fantastic. Best intro to any show I've seen in a while. Excellent.
We need to. Oh, now that is you're just saying that because
Ah,
of
no,
the seat sit in. But man,
no,
I'm going to tell you, it's starting to come along, and who
it's
knows?
good.
Next time, yeah, it'll be something. Let's, if you want. Is there anything you'd like to talk about? Anything exciting happened this week for you, or
Uh,
life
well,
changing, altering?
I am about halfway through the sex change. I have one testicle and part of a vagina, and other than that, everything is pretty much the same as it was last week. The breasts have settled, and everything else is pretty copacetic.
Damn, that sounds like a very accomplished week for you there, my
Yep.
friend.
6 more weeks, and I'll never want to leave the house again. That's what they tell me.
Nice, nice. Well, we're going to start up with our favorite and your guys' favorite. This week's death pool. We've bring it back for the first time in 2 weeks, but we've condensed it some because the 20 something that we had every time was a bit much. So we got it down to 12 now. Let me get my happy music that Sam V is so he loves. And I told him, yeah, we'll always play the happy music when we're doing this.
Always
Let me
happy music.
get this damn volume down to a respectable level. And let me see, where is the happy music at?
Nothing
Uh,
brings about happiness like death pool. I
I-
think you got to have happy music.
well, tell me what you think of this right here for some happy fucking music. Check this out.
That might be a little too happy, but okay.
Too happy? Yeah, I agree with you. Let's
Maybe,
get back to this
maybe a
AI
little bit too
music.
happy.
I was happy, man. I mean,
No,
shit, I was loving it.
the,
Let's let me see.
the chill, kind of underground electronica was good. This salsa's
Yeah,
a little too happy, a little too jacked.
salsa. Yeah. The salsa might have been a little over the
Douglas World
fucking.
says the music makes him dance, so yeah, maybe.
Yeah. See, but with the Kahuna. All right, guys, let's get
Like the
started with our
show,
death pool.
share the link.
You ready here?
Right. Yeah, let's go it. Let's do it.
All right. Our first one in tonight's death pool at the longest odds on the board, 99 to fucking 1.
It's about time
Anyone?
we change this, I think.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. I got a terrible letter from her attorneys that said you better cease and desist with her being down there at 10 to 1 or something that low. She hasn't been with 300 guys, so her odds shouldn't be that low. She's only been with 30. So, that kind of really, she's not the bet that she was. Though, you still have a nice chance. $1 bet will give you back 100, fellas.
That's a great
Christ. I don't know. What do you think?
I think you got a chance of winning some money and getting an STD. What? I mean,
All in the same failed swoop, man.
yeah,
Shit.
it's all good. I think it's all perfect.
All right, cool. Let's see who we got up next here. Oh my God, how the hell did he slip? Jesus Christ, the fucking bookmakers are
Yeah.
going fucking crazy. They're
He got new
It's
teeth.
like
That doesn't necessarily
car
mean he's got a new
dealership.
lease on life, right?
No, but it's 13-1. I'm gonna fucking take those
I like
odds. Chris, we know he's got, for God's sake. The name of the fucking show is
Out of the coffin.
what?
Out of the coffin.
Out of the fucking coffin. I mean, he already knows that it's right there. It hell waits. So I don't know what's up, man.
I mean, he does have less of a chance of choking on a steak now. Yes, he's got new teeth, but I don't know. I don't know, man. 13-1. That's a big slide. Maybe a good bet.
Well,
I don't know.
here is a new addition to the death pool. And this guy is going to be not real known to everybody, but folks from Spurtopia, hey, go and sign up Spurtopia GG. It's a place for families. But this is Chuck the Gay Vampire, and his odds are 12-1. Now, you might think that vampires, Jesus Christ, they're going to live forever.
They're undead.
That would be the natural assumption that vampires live forever unless they get like a spear in the heart or some shit, whatever that is. But yeah, I think this guy could die because he's not a real vampire for one, and he does suck human blood. Okay, he's into that blood thing. All right.
But he
Did you
doesn't
know
like
this guy-
necrophilia, which is odd for a vampire. So the whole thing's just weird.
Yeah, that's really odd for a damn vampire not to be off into that. Oh, this guy here, Spider Alomar, 10-1 odds.
Yeah. Spider.
We've already said we know Baltimore, young black man like Spider riding around on a scooter could have an armed robbery against him anytime. He's going down that favorite little donut store of his there that's down the road. I'm sure y'all heard him talk about it in between grunts and those fucking laughs and everything that he does that are kind of creepy in a way. But yeah, Spidey Alomar, 10-1 odds. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Anybody who's ever seen The Wire would probably put a lower odds than 10-1 on Spider. But Spider's little and he's quick, so maybe he could dodge a bullet.
He's elusive.
He is elusive, kind of like the plague.
Kind of like some of those monkeys that you see.
Yes,
he's elusive as a monkey.
Monkeys.
That Spider is.
Spider monkeys.
All right. Who we got next here? Oh, this is one of everybody loves this guy. Loves to hate him, that is. Chad Zuma.
Oh, Chadley.
8-1. Chad is on a little bit of a downward spiral right now. The drinking has come back. His money is not there how it was. He was making good money about 2 months ago, and he seemed to be going through an upward trend. Not anymore, my friends. Not anymore.
Yeah,
Time has come up for Chad Zuma.
The redemption arc has doubled back on him, I think that's
Yeah.
where we're at there.
Yeah, and 8-1, he might be pretty good. And he's got a lot of concerns mental health wise, and that does not ever help.
Crazy doesn't help in the death pool.
So crazy does not help your ass in the death pool. That's a great quote. Maybe we need to get those put on the shirt.
Yes, with the picture of Chad. Crazy doesn't help in the death pool.
Yeah, I mean, shit. That would be a top seller, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, who do we got next? So we're getting down into the low odd areas. Next up.
This is where it gets interesting.
Next up is our main man here, Andrew the Giant, the number one nose picker booger eater in the Dabbleverse.
The brain
5-1. He's got like cerebral palsy or muscular dystrophy or multiple sclerosis or one of them dreadful fucking diseases, man. So he's confined to a wheelchair, and we know what that is. That's not ever a good sign. especially at his age. He's only about 26 or something. But just eating boogers constantly, making them a mainstay of your diet, is going to kill you early. So you got to slow down.
He could get a brain infection.
That's right. Picking your nose chronically leads to brain cancer, I've been told. Okay, so yeah, it has to, because I just said it.
That's why I said it. That's why I said it makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with
Honk
you.
says it makes sense. That's not how.
Yeah.
How are you, Dr. Honk? Johnny, who looks like he's sat on a branch.
Johnny Crutches, 41. Yeah, he does look like he sat on a branch. God damn, you're right.
Woo-hoo!
I was watching the Steel Toe show the other day, and they had him standing up. Okay, Aaron, sorry ass. Okay, well, thanks, Suckers World. Aaron, sorry ass, had him straight up, standing up, taking donations and standing up. And I forget how many minutes he did, 9 minutes or something.
Way too many.
Yeah, and so I don't know. That just goes to show how goddamn much Aaron hates his co-host.
One thing's for sure, Toe is not a faith healer, because he had sat down because he had to. That poor guy. I felt really bad for him in the end because he looked like he was going to fall down.
Yeah, I felt kind of bad for him as well. Who do we have up next? Oh, this is another one. It's kind of like the gay vampire Chuck. He's going to be a relative newcomer to many of you. Kaz.
Oh, Kaz.
72.
Causing trouble tonight in the voice chat, I understand, it's Bergtopia. Back to 7-2 with a 3.5 to 1.
That's he's kind of got a little downward trend going. He was supposed to take care of some stuff. He had some obligations for people. He didn't handle his business, and now they're kind of turning their back on him. So that might cause some unsteady shit in his life. Okay, at least it's going to be an extra bottle of sherry for the night, at the very least.
Well, and he, we, Honk and I were co-hosting BYB last night, and Kaz popped in for about an hour, and not only was he not terribly coherent, but he looks like hell. He looks like somebody who's been on steroids long enough to have a really big moon face, and does not look as though he's taking good care of himself lately, even though he claims he is. So keep an eye on those odds, because that eventuality of death could be coming sooner than you think.
Well, I'm going to tell you, this next one's another newcomer to the death pool. And the reason why I'm going to put some money on this horse is I don't know what the fuck's going on with him. But it's Blade from 1x2, and he's at 3-1. Now, he just appeared for a long time, and there's much speculation that old Blade 1x2 is going through either some financial difficulties or perhaps a breakup of some sort. I don't know. I hate to speculate because I do like the kid. But yeah, there's something going on, and I think right now he's prime for, buying the ranch.
There has been a lot of talk, and what's interesting to me about this is that usually the folks who do the clipping and do the investigative research, they usually have a pretty good handle on what's going on, and nobody knows about what's happening with Blade. He's a really big question mark right now. So I think you're right. It's one of those things where one of these days he just will disappear for a while, and then suddenly we'll get bad news. I hope that's not true, because from what I understand, he is a nice guy. But
yeah, nice guy. But man, almighty me, it's not. I hate to see him come down like that, folks, in their slow decline, but it happens. All right, next one up is somebody that most of you probably dislike immensely, and I just don't blame you one bit. Luda Monster, 5-2.
Blade is win by 2, just to answer that question before we move on.
Yes. Now,
oops.
Let's say that Luda got here. This is the co-host at the Catalano Network with Joey C. Great place. Great place. Not very family friendly over there.
No.
And he weighs 660 pounds.
660.
So
amazing. 6 more pounds and he'll be the beast.
That's right. Well, he's the beast anyhow, but he weighs at 660. And he eats bowls of cereal and fucking leftover cold pizza every day consistently. There's no way that this guy is long for the world, is he? There,
No,
anyway.
you can't eat pizza and cereal every day and survive. That's way too much carbs. It's not enough of anything else. You're gonna die, especially when you got that much weight on your heart. You're just asking for a heart attack or a stroke or to fall through a floor or to get eaten into the couch.
Have a fucking large elephant try to make you.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that chair that he sits in. The thing looks like it's way overdue for an oil change. If he sits on that thing for long, he'll start melding into it, and pretty soon they'll have to tear a wall out in order to get him out for a doctor's appointment.
Oh, man, I would hate to see. Not really. I think that would be funny. Hey, well, guess who's next? Another big fatty. And the co-host and owner over at Catalano Television. It's Joey C. And what the hell's his odds now? I don't know. I got it covered up there. What was he at? 2-1?
2-1. I think Johnny Mars was talking about Luthcon, but I think that also applies to Joey C too. His bet is a piano. I think they bought twin pianos, and they both have piano case bets.
A very large 2-1 early on. Piano. All right, 2-1. Now we know what Joey's. I mean, he has not yet changed his diet. He likes to pretend that he has and say that he has, and then he's exercising, and he ain't. He sleeps in till what, 10, 11 o'clock, unless it's days when he has that one Saturday morning show. He ain't out getting and doing nothing. Him and the old lady, they sit around and eat junk food as well. What do you think, Ingbay?
Walked from one end of the abandoned strip mall that he lives in to the other, and practically had to crawl home to get some sort of sugar or water or whatever the hell it was he was asking for a couple months ago when he did his walk and talk, which, by the way, he's been not doing anymore since then. So you tell me what kind of physical shape he's in. He's
No, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was done. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, not to mention Joey is kind of misbehaving towards a lot of people.
Well, there's that.
And I think that there's a lot of potential right there, if you know what I mean, in Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think that Joey he's really, sometimes I think he doesn't know what's good for him. But, you can't change an old fool.
Yeah. I just know when they do autopsy, they're going to use a chainsaw. That's all I know. And
they're going to have to. Now.
And a big one.
At even money. And this guy has been hovering around the top for a long time. He flutters up and down, but it's Bobby's cigarette nicotine.
Man,
he's
Bobby.
Even money this week. I want to say I feel sorry for him, but I don't. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rochi seems to think that the more you smoke, the healthier you get. And while that seems counterproductive and doesn't seem to make sense, I certainly don't want to ruin Rochi's concept of how to live a longer life. But Bobby Nick smokes more than I have ever seen anybody smoke in my life. So, I don't know. If Rochi's right, then he'll live forever. But if Rochi's wrong, Bobby Nick doesn't have long with this world. Now there's a specimen right there.
This is a specimen, and this right here looks like Bobby Nick, but of a different gender. But yeah, you want to avoid this, guys. This is not a good thing. No. You don't want to ever have anything where you're a biggie trying to swim. If you're anything like that.
If you have gold stashed in your vagina, that's a great way to keep. Whoa, that's no good. That's a great way to keep the gold safe. But other than that, it's probably not a good look. Beach
God, that only took 20 minutes. Well, good night, everybody. Oh, shit.
Yeah, Shamu just broke free of her bond.
Christ almighty. Let's see what else we got here lined up. I know what something we do. We're going to check out a little bit of Tukey's show. Have you watched much Tukey in your day?
I have. I enjoy Tukey. I haven't seen much lately. I haven't had time to watch, but I've watched Tukey a lot. I love the Bedabbler. I think he's one of the more talented folks out in the Dabbleverse.
Good, good. Well, we're gonna check him out a little bit. Not so much for him, but you get the point here. We're gonna check out what he's got going on. Let me make sure I've got this set up right at the scene. We're gonna make this bigger here. All right, looky there, folks. Coming right along.
All right.
All right. So this is Tukey and Joey C calling into Tukey's. All right. Now I'm going to tell you something. They paid him $50, this damn Joey C, to come make an appearance. And listen how terrible he is of an interview.
They have the same saltwater taffy in Ocean City, Maryland. Don't worry. The entire East Coast is the same saltwater taffy. Don't worry about it.
It's fantastic. Joseph Catalano.
You got somebody send me $50 and now you get 5 questions. Go ahead.
Oh, someone sent you $50?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Cardiff.
No.
Yes.
Shut up.
You want the 5 questions or I gotta go?
Can you send me the letter?
All right, right. No.
Will you?
You see Stanzel's mouth there with the spittle?
Yeah. Yeah. Stancil
That's
was
never a good. That's not a good sign.
No, that's a bad way to start an interview.
Yeah.
Send me a letter. Why won't you send me the letter that you sent the president?
Because I won't.
Will you read the letter?
Will you read it?
No, I won't. No.
Well,
Did you
you're
really mail a physical letter to the president?
Yes.
Well, I'm all out of questions.
Thank you, Joey.
garbage motherfucker. Okay?
Money well spent.
No, you didn't. You didn't really give him $50.
Yeah, I did. You
Yes,
owe
you
me.
did.
Why would you give him $50?
You told me to on the air.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said to send him Venmo
you
him
did.
50.
You
Kahuna,
did.
right? What a waste.
Did not.
That was a waste. Total waste of $50 is what it was. That's right.
I know Joey's pissed.
You did.
because,
Reimburse them.
I know Joey's pissed because Bedabbler is kind of getting behind the whole Joey C network, but Rocco's been really good to Joey over time. He's also been a prick, but in
Too good.
a way that has trolled him, but at the same time elevated him and given him a lot of coverage. And it is not cool for Joey to treat him like this. It's really fucked up.
Oh, he deserves every bit of trolling that he gets in, don't he?
I couldn't agree more.
All right, let's take back up here. Hear what Joey has to say. Now, just listen to this whole goddamn thing. It's terrible till we get to a certain point. But yeah, he is. It's like he is so brief and short with them and not wanting to be there. But that $50 was good.
How dare
You
you?
owe me.
Joey,
Fair
your
point,
son.
Tracy. Joey's always pissed.
What about them?
What are his goals for YouTube? Like, when is he going to start live streaming?
No, he's not.
What does he want to do with his channel?
I don't know yet.
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry.
Dumb fucking fat.
I think this is a
Why would-
tape.
why-
I think we're
why
talking
would I
about
be
Joey's
angry?
soundboard.
I don't know. You just
Why would I be angry?
Fucking stupid.
you don't sound like your regular self today.
Well, since I woke up to your fucking phone call, you woke me up and disturbed my sleep,
Jesus Christ. It's like 1 o'clock. Get up.
And
Yeah,
but he's on the
and-
East Coast.
So I'm sorry, 1 o'clock's when he wakes up.
Jesus.
You
Christ.
can't live a successful life by getting up during midday, can you?
Depends on whether you're successful already. If you're already successful and you
Well,
want to
then,
sleep
yeah.
till 1,
Yeah.
that's one thing. But if you're trying to become a success and you sleep till 1, that's a different story.
Right. That's a great point. It's all how you look at it there. Not the Rock's lifestyle is not for everybody or within any of our reach.
And Honk, I don't know. Maybe you might want to comment on what Kahuna just said, that Joey was a bitch today and struck TCN twice. He's been striking more than just TCN.
Yeah, he's really on the tear, isn't he? But that's all right. Joey is going to be responsible for Joey's own downfall.
Mhm.
So yeah, it should get interesting, Kahuna, over the next couple of days. That's for sure. All right, let's get back
We've
here.
got
to
some support
this.
here, Honk. The Catalano Network stands with Honk the Clown, and we stand with the Catalano Network. That's for damn sure.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. You're doing the
Thank
Lord's
you.
work over there, by the way.
That's for sure. Absolutely.
Catalano Con, how come you didn't plan it for after your daughter gets out of jail? So that
Shameless plug here. Don't forget, next year, same time Joey C's show's going on, Catalano Con, we're going to be doing Quad Con in beautiful
Quad Con, that's
Reno,
right.
Nevada at the Silver Legacy Hotel. Come and bring your family, friends with you. You'll love it more than Vegas. It's a little grimier, but it's so much cooler. And you can gamble your ass off, or you can just hang out with us and eat crap. It don't matter. It's a fun time. We will have the dates soon.
Catalano
a big
Network
party for
says,
her.
he struck my
No.
channel again with a live
No.
feed, and I did not play this music. He's a copyright troll, and that would appear to be true. And the question really becomes, does he actually own any copyright? Because if he doesn't, he's in a lot bigger trouble than everybody he's been striking for giving off or for pushing off false strikes. So that
Right.
remains
It would
seen, and
be
it's
all
gonna be
under
really
a false pretense. Yeah, they're not real
jury's
big
not with
fans of that. Not big fans. All right, here we go. Back to this damn Yahoo.
No, absolutely not.
Why?
Why? You think I trust you guys?
Trust us
It's
with
like
what?
the best
One.
best
I'm not
interest of my
going.
daughter?
I'm not
Are you
going.
crazy?
I'm not
Well, I
going.
don't care. You weren't
I'm out.
invited.
I'm out.
You weren't invited.
I'm out.
You weren't
I'm
invited.
out. It doesn't matter. I'm out.
You weren't invited.
No one who appears on the Bedabbler Network will show their face at
I don't want no one
Catalano
there
Con.
from the Bedabbler Network.
I've already told everyone, do not
true. I'll be
accept-
wearing a mask.
Good job there, Rocco. Tell everyone, do not show up for fucking Catalano Con.
Yeah,
Outstanding work.
Perfect. Catalano Network just said he claims to have the paperwork but won't show it. That sounds like the penultimate Joey C lie. Claiming something,
Oh, yeah.
but not being willing to show any proof of it. So that tells me something very obvious, is that he is not telling the truth.
He's fibbing.
And Kahuna just said what we all know, which is what comes around goes around. Karma is a bitch.
That's right. That's right.
We didn't never had included you in the plans anyhow.
You realize that I don't give a shit?
What? Can you just read the first line of the president's
No.
letter?
Yes.
Did
Hello,
you?
Mr. President.
How did you end it? Love, Joseph Catalano.
No.
Good job, Rocco.
What is your goal with the letter to the president? What do you hope to accomplish?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
We'll have to see.
Right.
See, Rocco,
You better
gotta ask,
not have given this motherfucker $50 for
you
this.
got to ask open-ended
That's called buyer's regret.
questions. You're asking him
And
closed.
I also said to Cardiff, I would only answer questions to Cardiff, not to you.
All right. Well,
True.
then answer Cardis questions.
Joey C, how big are your balls?
Small.
Thank you. That's all I've got.
That's it, Joey.
Defense rest.
What was that?
I said defense rest. How big are your balls? They're small. Defense rest.
Yeah.
I feel like I've forgotten all my questions.
I'm a guy
Yes, you
that I get loud and I get crazy and I say what's on my
Joe-
mind. There's nothing wrong.
Joey,
with
how do you feel? How do you feel about Jim Stansel calling you out specifically in this rant?
Jim Stansel? Who's Jim Stansel?
Good answer. Good answer.
All right, Joey.
Thank you. Joey.
Okay.
Um,
Excuse me?
I really hope Cardiff didn't give you $50, but I guess if he did,
You can pay me in
did.
Ocean City.
I owe him $50.
He did. He did. Make sure you take care of Cardiff. He did spend his hard-earned money.
Well, can you send us the letter then for $50?
No.
That's a lot of money,
No.
Joey, for nothing here.
Cardiff did get
And that
fucked
was
up.
it. When Joey knows that they're going to rip on him, he clams up.
Oh, they'll get their $50 worth.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of that.
You can ask questions. You're the one that's all fucking choked up and can't answer a fucking question.
No, it's just that I forgot about all my fucking questions I had for you. I should have written them down.
All
Yeah,
we
you
really
should've.
wanted was the letter. I mean,
Well, I mean, all I really wanted to know was about the
No,
letter.
that's not what you said yesterday. You
That's
said
off the
yesterday,
table?
I have lots of questions for you. That's what you said in your super tip.
Yeah, I lied though. I really only had a question.
Yeah,
I had a
know.
bunch of questions about the letter, but you won't share the
That's
letter.
why your show's becoming lame and you're not prepared. You guys suck. That's why.
Yeah,
There it is.
Whoa,
There's the
isn't
real
that the
truth.
podcast?
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
that he is going hard at him. That's the pot calling the kettle black. There,
Yeah,
I
there's-
think.
There's the truth for Joey C right there, and it stings. They suck. Wow. Jesus Christ.
They suck. You do no prep, Joey. You do no prep.
Detroit by Dark says, congratulations on 10 episodes. Wow. And thank you, Detroit by Dark.
The Big Ten in.
Big 10. Talk to you later at 100.
All right, hold on here.
Cardiff should bail quickly. Cardiff should bail quickly. You're ruining his image.
1,012 listeners, Joey. All real.
Of course.
And
the
how
gay shit
many did you buy? How many of those are bought? 825 of them?
Maybe.
Of
What is
How
that
many
of
of
your
Joey's are
business?
bought out of the 20?
Of
11.
course.
What is the letter of your business?
What now?
Yeah. How many of Joey's are bought out of the 28 that are listening? Probably 11.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, that's right, man. A lot of them though.
Of course. The gay shit we were talking about. There it is on full display.
Hey, there's a camel.
What if
with
I
blood
could get
on
you on the Catalano network?
I don't want to be on that piece of shit network.
They
All right, they're talking about our boys here now. The guys over at the Catalano Network. Rocco offered. He said, "What if I get you on the Catalano Network?" And of
That's
course,
awesome.
Joey's response pretty much was, "Fuck that."
It's fucking great.
That's-
had 50 live viewers while you had 20, and they were just
Okay. That was
rebroadcasting.
one time.
They're
One
rebroadcasting
time.
your show. Why do you let them?
Isn't that awesome?
That's fuck. I can get you on the Catalano network. That's the best. That's the best line of the whole thing. Oh,
is.
shit.
All right, back to this.
Sorry.
Do that.
I'm going to
Shouldn't let them do
rebroadcast your show starting next Saturday.
I thought you were doing that this Saturday.
No, I didn't get up.
You're too lazy to even fucking just get up and turn a computer on.
Yeah.
My God.
I went to sleep at 8:30 this morning.
How much money do you bring in a month?
1,400, 1,500.
Lie.
Okay. Do you think that? I don't think that's even. I think
Fuck.
that's high.
Impossible.
Yeah, I think that those figures he's given us that seemed a little bit high. I mean, his subscriptions only are
$2 a month. Is
memberships. What now?
What is his subscription? $2, $3, something like that?
$1.
Oh, it's no. Then no.
He's got 500 or something like that, but they're $1 apparently. Anyway.
$500 plus whatever he gets.
Yeah, and super tip or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It might be that much, but man, that
Maybe.
seems like a reach, brother.
Maybe. I just can't see the people spending the money on those super tips. That seems to me like some of those are fake too.
I agree.
Is that includes everything with YouTube and everything plus whatever?
How about
No.
Medicaid? How much you get for Medicaid a month?
That's just YouTube.
Just YouTube, you bring in 14 to
bullshit.
$1,500 a month.
That's about my average.
It's better than me. I know that.
Okay, now Rocco, he lets go with how much he makes. Of course, he only does 2 episodes a week, though.
You believe
find
that?
out.
yeah, I'm gonna find
I
out.
can prove that. I put the whole thing up, break it down.
I don't-
It's been put up on my show. So yes, I've had, let's put it this way. I've had 2 months at just under 1,000. I had 2 months at 2,500. I had 1 month at 1,700. 1 month is 14 something and change. This month is going to be for 14 something and change.
What do you?
Yeah, so yeah, you do.
What are you paying rent?
Has anybody from the Catalana network kept kind of tabs on Joey's money?
I
See
hope
if
so.
that's even closer in the ballpark of that, because I would be curious as to what exactly it is or the ballpark. Like I said, that seems awfully high to me.
I mean,
Why do you care?
I'm just curious.
What's that, Bob? Oh,
no, I was curious to know what he pays for rent. I'm wondering if he'll even let that out.
Yes. Like, is it?
He discloses it here, I think.
Okay,
It's coming up.
Over 1,200?
13.
13.
So that's over 1,200.
Did you ever get a new car?
Yes.
You actually bought one?
Yes.
See, now, did this happen? Because wouldn't have Joey kind of been boasting about it or bragging about it?
You would think so.
And I don't ever remember a boast or a brag coming out of him about a new automobile. Did you?
Goes anywhere?
Well, he says that goddamn car cost him $8,000. So, I mean, that's a good price for a good used car, I guess. But yeah, why not let everybody in on share the joy with everybody?
And I mean, these days they'll give a car loan to anybody.
Do you have to make payment?
You know, I've seen people with interest rates on cars pushing 15 to 20% if their credit's bad, and they're always upside down on that car.
That is nuts.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely nuts.
No.
You bought it cash?
Yes.
What did you get? I had no idea.
That's not important.
What year?
2018.
How much?
8,000.
Where did?
Okay, 2018, 8,000
cash.
So yeah, like I said, I don't know. That would be a car. Yeah, cash. Where he got that from, who knows? But yeah, because he can't save none. We know that. He didn't make it this way. So I don't know. This sounds like a bullshit story too, Ingwe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Something's not right there. Some part of that story is completely wrong. And like Kahuna said, somebody would have had to have bought it for him, or some part of this is just not right. So it's not true.
Maybe he embezzled from that old man he was working
Well,
for.
I tell you, that's always in the back of my mind. I just wonder just how cogent that old man is, and how aware he is, and how much Joey is taken from him. That because if he's not completely aware of his surroundings, Joey's got to be robbing him blind.
Oh yeah.
Did you get $8,000?
I had it.
Where?
Oh,
I had it put away.
All right.
Okay,
So the rent
well,
is
bullshit,
$1,300.
whatever you say.
So
OJ.
YouTube pays the
Whatever you say,
rent.
OJ.
So YouTube pays the rent every month now. So whatever
much.
you make, what you have, like retirement or SSI? How do you what more than the 13?
SSI is for people that never had no work history. That's what SSI is.
Okay. So what do you get?
True.
Retirement?
that's them. Is
That's
that
not
true?
No.
What, do you know what it is by chance?
Well, it's for people that don't work, but it doesn't mean you've never worked.
Right. So it's for folks that haven't worked. So is it because of an injury of some type or
No,
something?
that's disability. That's SSD.
Okay. So it's mental health.
Well, it's welfare basically, as far as I'm concerned, but I don't know all the details. Detroit by Dark. This is a funny thing, and I've often pictured similar things. I can't help but picture Joey at the table with the calculator working on his taxes. It's like, yeah, so it's like drawing pictures of rockets and figuring out how to get to the moon. Yeah,
Right.
And Cahoon is right.
Touche.
Hey, Joey was able to save all that money.
Yes.
He shouldn't be grift anymore. But apparently, there's some bullshittery going on in this whole.
Yeah,
story.
we ain't believing it, Kahuna.
What do you get from retirement a month?
Not important.
Over 1,500?
Just a slightly under.
So
Not important.
okay, so that's not important. So let's say 1,300. Does Mrs. Catalano bring in any money a month?
Well,
No, I'm her husband. She doesn't bring nothing to know.
Holy shit, it took him a minute. He was going to answer. Yes, he does Hummers behind the fucking dumpster at McDonald's.
I'm the husband. Oh, that's a real liberated view. I think Tracy's saying here SSI is basically if you're disabled but don't have a current work history. And that's probably true. I don't know how this stuff worked. I grew up kind of in the 70s in what was considered at the time, what would be considered now the projects. And there were a lot of people on SSI. My mother and I weren't, but I never knew what it was. I just knew that a lot of people were on it and they never worked. But and there were a lot of people on SSD that were all fucked up and couldn't work because they were disabled, and a bunch of people that were on SSD who weren't all fucked up but pretended they were and didn't work. So supplemental Shmuel's got it. I'm not going to be able to say it. Supplementary security income. There it is. Shmuel.
That's what it means. I bet you Joey couldn't say that either. That's got to make you feel good.
Brent is saying SSD, STDs, same thing, and I am of the same mind. This is all like chlamydia. The whole thing is a bunch of chlamydia and other type STDs that I can't think of off the top of my head.
Other shit.
Of
course, breadwinner. So after rent, you pretty much have like $1,300 or something for the month. That's not bad.
Right,
Pretty much.
How much you putting away in your 401k?
No, I took out my 401k that I did have years ago, a long time ago.
What other bills do you have though? Like so utilities. So we'll say with utilities and everything.
I don't have utilities. Utilities, it's included.
That's included?
Yeah.
My God. That's fantastic. So 1,300 is for rent.
So hold on a second. Hold on. Wait.
Spending money.
He's making $1,400 from his retirement. His rent is $1,300. So if he had no YouTube,
yeah, how did you live?
$100 a month.
How did you live before YouTube?
Well, I got other income.
Like what?
Stable.
Would
you say you have a stable of income?
Yes.
All right.
Stable.
And I got you now.
Yeah, right. Stable,
God,
yeah, stable, yeah.
Damn
Not that kind of stable. Not that kind of stable.
Joey, she's only a woman. Her little body can only take so much.
Woman. You're right. Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say.
Giant
buying that
African dicks.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Yeah.
So YouTube has really saved you. Like it's changed your life.
Not saved me. That changed my life. No.
It changed your lifestyle, though, right?
No.
What do you mean? How no?
No, that's not changed my lifestyle. I was doing
okay.
fine.
Now let's say so. Okay,
you weren't.
Yeah, where the hell does he get up? He was doing fine. He was living off $100 a month, according to what he'd have left over from his.
This is all. Yeah, this is all bullshit.
Straight up.
Yes, I was. According to you, I wasn't.
According to you, you weren't. You just gave us the
Right,
number.
exactly.
What was my? So this month I'm right under 2,000 for YouTube, and
Right.
That's doing.
You beat me by 500, and I suck, and you don't. I guess.
But no. I'm just trying to figure out numbers because I only do 2 shows a week. You literally go on every day.
I do 3 shows. That's a lie. I do 3 shows a week. That's it.
A week?
That's just Joey. He's speaking for him.
Goddamn, he hasn't done 3 shows in a week in a long time. He mostly does. He does them fucking. He'll do something or a late night stream by himself. It's at least 5 or 6 shows a week.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah.
So if he's not including all the other shows that are on.
Yeah, but what about all the other shows that are on the network?
Spider does it twice a week. Now it's once a week, so that's 4 shows.
You got a show on every day, at least
That's
one.
6 shows.
I do.
That's 6 shows a week. You said he does it
No,
twice and then
4.
one.
Yeah, he don't know. He just dropped it to 1 a week. He was 2 times a week.
Interesting. All right,
Yeah.
I'm just
And
trying
then
to.
my members only stream on Sundays every Sunday.
I'm just taking notes for my new show.
Yeah, good. You do that.
Dabbler Finances. All right.
Hey, I heard some people. The Dabblers lost some of their videos got taken down this morning. Is that true?
Why are you asking us? Is it us?
So Joey breaks the news that he heard some people's videos got taken down.
Gonna do a little
Is
victory
that
lap here.
true? He's going to do him a little victory lap, and of course, Rocco is asking him, "Was that you that did it?"
Us? I don't know. I didn't look.
Wasn't you guys? But I heard some of those lowlifes said.
Who did you strike, Joey?
Like Shuley?
No, Shuli's the bomb. Don't talk about Shuli, right?
Somebody check the Catalano network.
No, they'll be next. Don't worry, they're coming down next. So,
Who did you strike, Joey?
it doesn't matter. Just be careful. I own songs now.
Joey, I'm looking at your channel now, and you literally have had a show on your channel at least once every day.
Really?
Yeah.
So we got the money shot there. That good old brother Joseph Samuel was going around pulling the trigger today. He reported him a bunch of places. I think Catalano Network got 1 or 2. I don't know. But he is definitely. I think he might have bit off a little bit more than he could chew on this one.
Well, he's going to need a friend at some point, and he's not going to have one in any of the folks that he's fucking with right now. And with the Catalano Network, he doesn't know who he's fucking with. He has no idea who those people are that are behind him.
Right.
He thinks but he doesn't.
No, he can make his life a living hell from that secure fucking area being anonymous. So, yeah. Yep. All right, let's see here. Get back to this, guys.
And like
Thanks for
Detroit
bearing
by
with
Dark
me.
said, you could donate to Joey and earn your spot on the Spurtopia Wall of Shame. And that's up there.
Yeah. Good promo.
Boy, it's very, very telling. The pay pigs and their activities with Joey C. It's very telling. Very, very telling. Eye-opening, one might say.
Eye-opening.
Premiere. I premiered.
I'm looking under live.
Right. So
17 hours ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago,
Right.
4 days ago, 5
They
days
do
ago.
at least 2 shows a day on that channel.
Right. That's a lie.
So 1,300, and you do let's say you do 60 shows a month.
No.
About
top maybe 25 a month.
That's bullshit. I don't think that's true.
Maybe.
It ain't true.
And he's taken the money for the Spider and Mrs. C shows. He may be giving them some of it, but that's factored into that. It's all in his channel, right? I mean, that's factored into the money he's making. So this is all just a smoke and mirrors game that he's playing here.
Well, when you think about it, where he said they make about $1,400 a month, is that before he pays Spider or fucking Fat Boy Lou?
Yeah.
Right. And then does that take it down to about $600-700 a month that he's making?
I would hope.
Or
because they're take it down to that level.
There's no way he's pulling $1,400 out of it after the YouTube take and then paying both them boys.
Right.
And Mrs. Catalano, she wanted some money. There's no fucking way he's making that much. I would be up over 3,000. That ain't happening.
Right. I don't
All
think they thought it through that far.
Joey, you're not going to read us anything from your letter? Come on, just give us a little quick thing like from the middle or something. I don't believe. Oh, you did ask for a pardon?
Yes.
I don't believe you actually sent the letter.
I swear to God on everything I stand for.
All right.
How much does a stamp cost?
Yeah, but you're a convicted liar, Joey.
Yeah, what do you stand for?
And
how much is a stamp, Joey?
You're a bitch. What
oh,
you?
Snap. He got you, Andy.
He got me.
I won't answer.
You're a bitch that's coward that ran. Doesn't do his fucking show because he's fucking scared.
Answer, Cardiff.
What, Cardiff?
How much is a stamp?
Well, across the street at the currency exchange, they charged me 73 cents.
Huh?
Is that
They
right?
charged me 73.
Stamps are expensive now, ain't they?
I have no idea how much a stamp is, but it's 73 cents.
73 fucking. Last I remember was they were 50 cents. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to a check cashing place and paying like a 25% premium for a fucking stamp that he could get from the post office at face value.
Well, we never, we weren't all looking for financial and fucking sage advice from about finances from Joey, what to invest in that goddamn fool. Jesus. What's that say there now? Chad paid 16,000 in Fed taxes. Believe all Chads.
Cents, and I believe, what is it? 70 cents is our stamps.
You have to go by singles.
I have no idea.
Like a child buys cigarettes.
I don't need one stamp. I usually don't mail stuff, but I needed one stamp. They charged me 73 cents.
Wow, I would have had no idea how much stamps are.
Yeah, I didn't know the answer.
Yeah,
To the question. I just
I
wanted to
think-
see if you had an answer.
Are they 65 cents stamp?
I was gonna say 35. So I have no idea.
No, it's it. It's
Spiel-
way past that.
Okay,
Spiel says
that's probably the
73
last
is the
time I
legit
bought a
price.
stamp.
Son of a bitch. God, I can't believe that.
70
Fuck it. From
cents
now on, I'm
for
just
a fucking stamp.
From now on, I'm
is
just going to drive shit to where it's got to go. It's cheaper. Gas, it's just driving it. I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna mail shit. I'm just gonna drive it to California. I'm not even gonna worry about mailing it. I'll probably get there fast.
As long as you ain't just don't bring up the price of eggs, and everything will be all right. Goddamn it, we could talk.
Fuck, I'll start. You know what? Instead of buying stamps, I'll just buy eggs and I'll put them inside envelopes. That'll make Don happy for a change.
Right. Oh shit. All right.
They were 35 cents.
Oh, it's 73 cents a stamp.
73 cents. Wow. Yeah,
Oh,
see,
so,
I had no idea.
They don't make no money. They give it to you for the price. I thought they were making a few pennies on them. So, all right.
Yeah, but it's to get people in. You know, it's like
Right.
people in
Yeah,
the
they get
door
free
to
money
buy those
orders,
single
too.
stamps.
They get free money orders too. So,
Joey, how old is
Pops
your?
didn't have stamps.
huh?
Pops didn't have any stamps.
No. He brought me candy bars for my brother-in-law, but
Stole
he
the
brought me,
candy bars.
He what?
Stole the candy bars.
I
for
got
you.
clock bars
Wait
and
a minute.
stamps.
Are you a detective? Were you there? You saw him stealing?
Well, he told us he boosted them.
You saw him do it? Did you see him do it?
Boosting
Did you
is
see him do it?
boosting is different than stealing.
Another unfact by the great OJ.
It's true.
Oh, shocker.
Joey Dom, your son, how old is he?
33.
33. If he wasn't with his wife, he'd have absolutely no interest in Scientology, right?
I don't know.
Because that scares me. He seems like a very nice kid, but
Yeah, that kid's scary. That's right. He's a fucking the apple didn't fall far from the tree, as the old saying goes.
the Scientology thing
He's
scares
a
me.
great kid. He's a great kid, a very brilliant kid.
I agree.
I don't know how you get into
I agree.
Scientology if you're not wealthy to start.
All right,
with.
Joey.
Usually they don't. They're not interested.
I guess
in poor
that's it.
people.
Thank you, Cardiff Electric, I guess, for making this happen. I'll give you
Well,
They
$50.
can't pay it back, Rocco. We owe him money.
I would give him $100 before I give you 50. How do you
That's
like that?
fine. You pay him because he sent it.
All right. He
And
gets
I'm going to put
nothing.
it out there every day on my show that you skipped and Welch that Cardiff Electric
Got it.
paying me $50.
Get him.
Don't
Embarrass
dare.
him,
You don't
Joey.
do that. You don't do that, Joey. I embarrass you.
I
You
will
don't
do
embarrass
that.
me.
I will do that.
You don't do that.
Beware when you play my content. You'll
Don't
never
do
know
it.
when my song is playing.
Oh,
Never
is-
know when my song is playing.
Oh, that's
You
what I
understand?
want to ask. What is this music you're
Oh,
constantly playing during your show?
Please stop.
It's my
terrible.
music. I own it.
It's garbage. Garbage.
I own it. And it was good enough to get rid of some channels.
How do
Bye.
you
Have a
own
good
it?
day.
How do you own a song?
So there it is. There, Joey says it was good enough to get rid of some channels. Goodbye.
Yeah. He's full
What
of
a
shit.
hump.
So Brent
He is
Rockhouse
full
is
of shit.
asking,
He's an
does money from
embarrassment.
YouTube affect welfare in the USA? And I think the answer to that question is yes. Kahuna says yes if you make enough. I think the answer is also if and when the welfare finds out about it. You're supposed to report that stuff. Of course, most people that are on welfare don't, and it takes forever for the welfare the government
People.
organizations to catch up with shit like that. So chances are, if you're skimming and you're defrauding welfare, you get away with it for a long time. There was just a story this morning of somebody who lives near in the next town over from me that was either $16,000 or $26,000 she managed to get from welfare before they finally caught up with her. So it can go on for a long time.
Bam. Well, this we had a lot to go on. I've got one other thing of Joey's I want to go over. Unfortunately, there was something on his that I wanted to share and do a little clip on, but I'm waiting to hold out. I got to make a phone call. Probably won't be till Monday, though, of course, because nobody will be in the office, and just see what needs to be done on this. But I'm going to reserve myself from playing these certain clips until a later date. But let's get up to this next little segment here, guys. Let me see here.
Better safe than sorry on that stuff.
Yep. Exactly. All right. All righty. What am I doing wrong here now? Okay, there we go. So this is from Joey's from, I think, was it yesterday? And I forget now what my notes, but I got. Oh, okay. Here's where this is American Cupcake. I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but he started up his own little shirt line called the Flip Floppers. He went and had it copyrighted or trademarked, I'm sorry, and all that. And of course, he's been doing pretty well on those. So if you get the chance, go to Cupcakes. I don't know his information, but maybe if somebody can type it down in there in the chat, if they do, that'd be much appreciated. But Joey's started up a line, and I think he's thinking about maybe, but anyhow, it's a pretty racist version for Joey now.
Things that I don't control. And no matter what people think of me, what they say, at the end of the day, I know what I am. I know what my wife is. I know what my kids are. I know what my grandkids are. And that's it. So you're entitled to your opinion. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on, but I want to cover a little bit about Gonzo Joey. What's the problem here? Nothing here. But hey, Gonzo, what's up? I ain't heard from you in a while, buddy. How are you? Nothing, buddy. We're just having a midnight chat to recap Spider's haircut and Spider's long rumor about an affair with Peaches. Is it true?
Who the hell is Peaches?
Yeah, really. Oh, is that
Any
Christina?
idea?
Is Christina Peaches?
I don't know. I don't know, but you know what? I went past my mark here, so let me get back over there.
She's more rhubarb or stinkweed, but Peaches might be.
That could be a hell of a stage name for a certain type of lady. Welcome to the center stage, gentlemen. Peaches. But maybe not.
Yeah, they've gone
all right. So let's get here. Check out Joey here in this posture that he's in. And it reminds me of Robin Williams and that other gay feller from that movie, The Birdcage, how they'd always be walking limp-wristed and with their hand on their chest. So pay attention to this, folks. And listen to what he says.
See, that's the difference between you and I, is I am a real man. And I know that. And I don't have to cry and bitch about what other people are doing like you do. You get so upset and call me liars and fakes and I'm doing this because you're just.
You do cry and moan about it, Joey. What are you talking about? Constantly whining about shit, you dumb fuck.
You can't accept the fact that what I do, and the numbers don't lie. And I've always been popular and still will be popular and remain popular. And I wish you the best of luck with your flip-flopper shirt. I mean, that's, I look at it like this. You win a lot out of your way, spend a lot of money for somebody like me. And so, as far as we're concerned, we won. You're the one that spent ridiculous money to just be able to be on a T-shirt. We have frappa now. That's our phrase here.
He can't even say it right. He's trying to talk like a
What?
Japanese. He's trying to talk like a Japanese guy. Yes.
Now we're this time we're going to say it like we can't pronounce our R's. Fwip Fwappa. What a fucking moron.
Thank you.
Holy
What in the
shit.
hell? Here's what happened is he got broke off in his ass. An American Cupcake went and did that, right? It just broke off in his ass that he went and made some money on it. He's trying to play it down, but yet Joey made him a new shirt that said Frippin' Froppers. So it's supposed to be like an Asian is saying it or something. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking lame as could be.
No,
lame.
Who the fuck is going to figure that out without it? Goddamn! If the shirt doesn't come with an owner's manual, how are they going to figure that out? Oh my God, he's stupid. Oh, Jesus.
He is.
Diesel says that Joey let us know today that we are done and it is over. So I guess we might as well just pack this shit up. Maybe there won't be an episode 11. Maybe we're done.
The end is near, as they say.
The end is nigh. Yeah, that could be.
The end is nigh.
But you work so hard to figure this goddamn format out too. Jesus Christ.
I know. I'll be pissed off, man, if it comes crashing all down now. Shit.
And so I wish you the best of luck. But to go around and tell more lies that I'm trying to imitate you. I mean, what is your deal? Are you that lost of a soul? Do you need counseling? I mean, I go 10.0 on a lot of people. Some people I don't like. But I've learned that I have to accept certain things that I don't control. And
holy shit, how many times have we heard this same spew? Yeah. I learned I have to fucking accept things I can't control. Yeah, it's going to make me a better person. All of a sudden. I'm going to be more likable. It's the same shit. He is the most cyclical person I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And it's like a 1 month kind of thing, man, where he just comes and he even did the walk and talk a couple of days back. You remember that? He started that back up for a couple of.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he talked about doing the fucking other the metal detector thing. He hasn't done it, so it's just he is just one big cycle.
Lovely.
No matter what people think of me, what they say, or how they threaten me, or they do this, or they talk about my family, it's all good. Because you know what? At the end of the day, I know what I am. I know what my wife is. I know what my kids are. I know what my grandkids are. And that's it. So you're entitled to your opinion. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on, but I want to cover a little bit about Gonzo Joey. What's the problem here? Nothing here. But hey, Gonzo, what's up? I ain't heard from you in a while, buddy. How are you? Nothing, buddy. We're just having a midnight chat to recap Spider's haircut and Spider's long rumor about an affair with Peaches. Is it true? Say it ain't true. I don't know. Is Spider flipped to the other side? Is Peaches really secretly meeting Spider and they're having secret dates and dinners? I don't know. And what about that?
See, we all thought it was Mrs. C that he was screwing around with. I think we got some video footage of that as well.
I think Peaches.
I don't know where it is. Peaches is Mrs. C, possibly. Oh, damn it. Well, I guess I can't pull that up. That's all right.
That haircut. He got gum stuck in his hair? What did you guys think about that?
How in the hell are you going to be a 32-year-old man and fall asleep with gum in your mouth and get gum stuck in your fucking afro?
I got
okay.
That's
how the hell is it going to happen? That happens to 10-year-olds, okay?
That doesn't speak very highly of Spider, does it?
What the hell, man? I mean, Jesus Christ. Goddamn afro getting gum up in it and everything. So they had to shave his head completely bald. Then he tried blaming it on one of his goddamn nephews or nieces or some shit. It was just it fell out of your mouth, Holmes.
Yeah, that's You can't really explain that away. That's not a good look for a 32-year-old. It's just not a good
Holy
look.
shit, man! No, you can't feel sorry for a motherfucker for doing that. That's just
No,
sad,
unless he sits in a corner and just kind of
right?
leaving gum in your hair is a bad move. It's just not an adult
Oh
thing to do.
man! And he just got a brand new Afro pick. So we can't even use it now.
He should have gotten a fucking lawnmower. Is what he should have gotten. That's or at least
Yeah,
an edge trimmer. Oh
wasted good
shit!
money on that Afro pick. Damn, brother.
Fucking morons. Don't
Sounds awful
spend their-
sticky to me, like a spider. What are you crap on stealing your content, Lester? Well, I mean, I do not agree with people just taking our shows and just basically sniping us, which is against YouTube terms of services. It's a snipe, albeit transformative, and they don't work for none of that. We put the work for that. So if you think that's right, then you got problems. But I just let the proper channels handle that and let the chips fall where they fall. I take back my content. I have premieres.
So when he's saying he's taking back their content, or taking back, excuse me, his content, what he's actually saying is that he is sniping them, sniping him.
Right.
Okay, they snipe his show and then he premieres it later. But they snipe, and that's considered taking back the fucking content.
Exactly. And he says that it, just like every other person who gets pissy when people snipe them, when they do it, it's wrong. But when he does it, it's righteous. And
Right.
that always just blows my mind. If he never did it, then maybe he might have a point. But the fact that I've
Right.
seen him do it, he does it all the time. He's just as guilty. He's just so fucking specious. The whole thing is just he's so fucking stupid. It's
almost unbearable.
it gets funny to the point where you get angry again. A lot of sniping.
You know, they're welcome here to hear their opinion as much as they want. We don't care, and that's all I gotta say about that. But when I see people like I've been physically threatened by Mason in Portland several times. He's physically ready to kick my ass if I don't give my rent back. So,
Ooh, you think he's really gonna do that, Joey?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I mean, might
at
throw the wrench.
CantalanoCon, we're gonna have a hunt, like an Easter egg hunt, where gum or lice. I don't know. Well, see, that was my first thing, but I go, but it was not lice stuff, but I guess one of the little kids put gum in his hair. It's like a sticky thing, I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ. One of the little kids stuck gum in his hair. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fell asleep with
That's bad.
Jesus.
his mom. I don't know what happened. I just thought it was kind of weird. So, kind of like a spider being sticky. But yeah, so I wanted to just talk a little about that. But what really intrigued me is Peach is really coming on and asking what he wanted for dinner tonight. Like they've been seeing each other. I don't know if that's a fact. Excuse me. 1 second. Blow my nose. Excuse me.
Don't bother with a button or anything.
But now?
Don't bother with a mute button or anything. Just trumpet it like a goddamn elephant.
Did he blow his nose with a pair of his underwear?
Probably.
What the Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see what that was again.
1 second. Blow my nose. Excuse me.
Oh, if he wears underoos.
I put a hot pizza in my mouth this afternoon, right out of the oven. And did you ever do that? It's so hot, but then the cheese slid down.
He told this exact story a couple weeks ago that he burned his mouth on some hot pizza. I promise you.
Well, he's obviously too stupid not to repeat the same thing again.
Right.
You do that enough times, you don't do it anymore.
Yeah, you kind of learn, or you're supposed to.
Yeah.
It fell off the bottom of my lip, and all the sauce that was boiling hot just boiled on my lips. And even if it was 3 or 4 seconds, I could already feel it blistering up. I got my lip real good. Talk about some hot. I don't know what possessed me to pick up the pizza right after it came out of the oven.
You're stupid.
Yeah, well, I'm sober now. How many days, whatever that day was. I mean, I threw 18 years of sobriety of not touching a drink out the door for whatever.
Never happened. Never happened. He did a stream here the other day where he was drinking booze, apparently. It was 2 fucking bottles, and they were fucking filled with water and shit. He tried saying it was gin. And at first, I think he even said it was vodka, maybe. But, yeah, he didn't drink shit. He was, for somebody who hadn't drank in 18 years, having a couple of shots, you're going to feel it. All right? You're going to feel it. It's just like the one time when he ate the fucking the weed edibles. You know, ain't done none of that. I'll tell you right now. The edible amount that he said that he took, the milligrams or whatever the amount was in it, way too much for somebody that's never done it before. And that would have scared the hell out of him. He was just standing there like a trooper. So I don't believe any of this shit.
Yeah.
I think it was another way of him trying to steal money from all the good people out there.
He's good at grifting. That's for goddamn sure.
Reasons I did, but you know, shit happens. We're all human, and I did learn one thing out of it. I didn't miss it. I have no worries about me ever touching a drink again because I didn't miss that sick feeling and throwing up and hangover, and I didn't miss it. I proved to myself, what did I come back to this for? You know, so that's a good thing. I don't have to worry about that coming back into my life, which is a good thing because a drunk means not good. Not at this age. Not being. I'm trying to get my house straight. So I just thought I'd come on and chat and see what's happening, answer some questions, and everybody's welcome here. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Excuse me, Mr. Catalano. I've got a question for you. What made you think it was going to be a good idea to strike channels? Who gave you that fucking? Who was the one that was nibbling in your ear about that? I bet you it was a big, fat, 660-pound turd. All right. If I was a betting man, and I'm not, I would bet it was that guy. I don't know, but all I know is I think you made a mistake here, bud, and you've probably chewed off a lot more fat than you can handle.
Yep. We'll be seeing you soon on Rumble there, Joey. We'll be checking you out on Rumble. If, in fact, they'll let you on Rumble. Good work.
Like I said, I'm not saying I'm turning home to leave. I'm being Mr. Nice Guy. What I'm saying is you have the right to your opinion, and you have the right to say what you want within reason. I mean, let's face it. There's going to be rules of banment, which it's me, it's, you know. But I don't want to generally ban it. I really don't want to ban anybody. So I'm asking my mods not to quickly time people out unless they're doing really horrendous talk. Then they should be timed out. But other than that, let's just let them speak their mind, let them have their chat room, let them feel comfortable over here. And I think that's a good thing. Mason in Portland says, Joey, don't you think it's a bit hypocritical to always call Kahuna and I a drunk while you threw away years of sobriety to get drunk? No, not really.
Because it didn't happen.
Exactly.
Because it didn't happen. That's why he doesn't feel bad about it. It was all a made-up story by little old Joey C. to try to grip some fucking cash off of somebody. Who knows? But
that's exactly right. And it probably worked too. He probably got some cash. Sam V says this show is 10 times better than anything Win by Two has done lately. And
well, thank you, Sam B. We love Sam B.
While Win by Two hasn't done much lately, that's a really nice thing to say. And thank you very much, Sam.
There you go. He's done one show, God damn it. So at least this show's better than that one show he did the other day. Thank you, Sam.
I did make it 18 years. So I don't think it's hypocritical. And you've said some pretty hard. See, in the defense of mine, you've said some pretty hard. You physically have threatened that you're going to kick my ass if you give a wrench. We have it documented.
That wasn't part of the question. The question was, don't you think it's hypocritical? It's hugely hypocritical. But now he's got to go back and deflect it back on them. Dick.
Right. And I don't, there's so much of this stuff that he's got to realize. is, I don't want to, it's in jest. It's just people trying to get him break it off in his ass, and he can't do it. Joey does not have the ability to regulate his emotions. He's stuck.
Up until tonight, I never had anything personal against Joey. Everything I've ever said was just busting balls. He thinks it was all personal against him, but it wasn't. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about his wife. I certainly don't know anything about Lou. But if he's going to start striking channels, if he's going to start trying to hurt people for having fun with satire, then he's a fucking asshole. And he's going to get what's coming to him. And I hope that I get a hand in helping weed it out, because that's the stuff that people go to war for. And if he wants to go to war, he's going to see that everybody's a lot less friendly, even less friendly than everybody has been so far, which hasn't been very friendly. But it's going to get ugly, and he's going to come out the loser, because nobody's really done anything wrong. It's fucking satire, stupid. And if you can't take that, then you're in the wrong business. And so, fuck off. And you'll see what happens next.
You don't see me crying.
Yeah, we do all the time, constantly. It's all you do is fucking whine and cry, always.
He's the biggest tit bag I've ever seen,
Everybody's
man.
lying, and that nonsense. Everybody's lying on me. Everybody's lying on me.
Oh, boo-hoo.
So that's the problem, is are you men or are you little boys? So we're going to have at CantalanoCon, like Easter egg hunt, find Lou's missing tooth and Mason's wrench. That's going to be one of our things we're going to do.
Good luck with that.
Well, Mason, if you're here, I'm sure you're looking forward to that. I got to be putting that on the calendar. Jesus.
CantalanoCon. Okay? If you guys can find Mason's wrench, you can get back to how's Stabby C doing? Stabby C is doing great. She's got she's got about a year left. I would say May of next year. She'll be home sometime at the end of May.
Come home and finish.
She's doing well.
What's that?
So she come home and finish the job.
Yeah, no shit, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I wonder where she's gonna go, because I thought it was Christina was saying, or Joey was saying that he's not gonna have her live with him.
Well, if Christina's got a brain in her head, she's gonna have a restraining order put up against her, so she doesn't come anywhere near her, because I don't care who the fuck she is. After all of that shit, Joey may want to see her. Joey may care about her as his daughter, but I wouldn't want that fucker anywhere near stabbing. That's for sure.
She almost killed the bitch.
Yes.
I mean, Christina was close to losing her life.
Yes.
It was no joke.
Yes. And it's no joke that anything could happen again. Clearly, the child is
just talked to her a little while ago.
Not in the right.
Do I talk to her physically? I talk to her through an interpreter. That's how I've talked to her my whole life. Anytime she's ever tried to call me, it's got to be through an interpreter, a relay operator for the deaf.
I did that for 3 years, by the way.
That's sign language. She speaks sign language to interpreter.
So, Ingwe, you're prolific in sign language as well.
No, because unless something's changed, and of course I did this 30 years ago, there was no sign language involved. They had teletype machines, TDD machines, that they would type to me what they wanted to say to the person that could hear, and I would type back to the person I would type back to the deaf person what the hearing person wanted to say. Yeah. That's why I drive people.
They still have that.
Yes, of course they do. And they may have something where somebody can sign to an interpreter that then speaks what they say. But I don't know what that I mean, anything's possible today with the internet. But that's why I drive people crazy in Discord when I type long messages, because I could type as fast as people could speak, and it's easier sometimes for me to type than it is to talk. So that's what makes me that particular asshole, and then my personality fills in the rest of the asshole cracks.
Oh, nice. Well, it's good to be well diverse in those areas.
That's right. It's my diversification.
Her interpreters for me over the phone. So I've never heard my daughter speak her natural voice. She's never said anything out of her mouth.
Here, I'll tell you what it sounds like, Joey.
physically. It's
Now,
always been through
here's a
sign or
question,
text. She's been
Honk. I don't
profoundly
know the
deaf. And
answer to this. Is Stabby C Christina's daughter or Joey's? I thought it was the other way around. It was Joey's
No,
daughter and not Christina's.
it is Joey's daughter. Stabby
Yeah.
C is Joey's biological daughter. She has no genetic connection to Christina.
That's what I that's what I thought. Yeah.
never. So no wrench for Mason till Catalan. That's the ticket right now. I mean, he's the one threatening. So, but we're gonna give him an opportunity to get his wrench back. If you find his wrench, we're fair here.
I got bad news for you. He's going to be at QuadCon, not at Catalano Con, buddy.
Yeah.
As much as people hate me, I know I have a lot of people that love us, love me.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I just want people to realize that I know I can't control every situation, but don't think that if I'm pissed off, I'm not going to go off on people. There are some people I dislike and never will like. I'm just being honest. I can never see for.
I was just thinking of something, guys. Had I told you guys to hit the like and subscribe button while you were here?
Actually, Chris did a couple times, and I put it up on the screen.
Oh, good.
Planning for something that could be a lot of fun, and I think, look at I got to tell you this much. I would never go to CatalanoCon to begin with, but would you eat anything that was served at that fucking thing if you did go? I'm sorry, even if it was catered, I would stay right the fuck away from the food. I would bring food before I would eat there. I'm really
You
kind
know
of
what they have a
particular about
lot
eating.
of? Well, you know what the wild game is there in that parking lot of fucking that place? Rats.
I was
That's
gonna
what they
say
eat
that or
there.
trash pandas, raccoons.
Pop has eaten a lot of rats in his day, old Pop says.
I never even thought of rats. Jesus Christ.
Forgiveness, I can never see. I would be their friend, hang out with them, talk to them. I would be civil with them in public. If they came to the public event, I would be civil and be professional, but my opinion of them is still going to be the same, It's just like a lot of people don't like me and never can like me, so that's okay. I'm okay with all that crap, so it doesn't matter.
No, you're not, Joey. You want everybody to like you. That's one of your big hang-ups. You don't admit to it, but you want everybody to love you, little guy. Love you close to their breast, how your dear old mom wouldn't do. That's why you're so screwed up. You had a fucked off mom, Joey.
Anymore, my life continues. My show will continue. I'll continue. I'll still be here next year, the year after. As long as I'm alive, my channel will be up and running. We'll be doing it. Super tips went well tonight for Spider and Mr. C. They got some nice super tips. I like to see the people that do super tips. They're talented, and there's some good ones today. I don't know if you guys saw them. I'm gonna play a couple of them. Just so you go. They're pretty funny. Let me see if I got them on here. Hang on. There's the super tips, as you can see. That's super tips.
Well, the rest of this is just him going on. And like I said, guys, we were going to try to go 2 hours tonight, but one of our main segment, like I said, was going to cause me some possible problems. I'm going to look into it a little bit more on Monday, and we will let you all know what's come of that. But the boys at the Catalano Network, keep up the good work, fellas. We thank you. We appreciate what you do. We thank everybody. Yeah, everybody that tuned in tonight. We thank you. You guys, we're starting to kind of slowly get some numbers built up there. And like I said, it's because you all and just us two old guys just having some fun, and then you guys helping us out. Okay, we're also going to start doing. We're going to have another weekly show on Thursday nights. Okay, haven't talked with Ingwe yet about this, so I don't know what his schedule is, but I got somebody else that can maybe possibly come and do it with us on Thursdays. And we're either going to do Tuesday, Saturday, or Thursday, Saturday. I know Ingwe will be there for at least Saturdays. I don't know what his schedule is for
talk.
the rest of the
We
week.
can talk.
So,
It's
yeah,
possible.
we'll find out. With that being said, I want to send you all out with our most requested music song and our favoriteest fucking videos. And our intro is the same as our outro. So sit back and relax. You're going to enjoy this.
This is
It's
a
a
banger.